What is good, y'all? I am Ronald Kabang from WagerTalk.com, and today I'll be breaking down the Week 8 matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Seattle Seahawks from a betting perspective. PJ Walker led the Browns to a 39-38 win over the Colts last week. With Deshaun Watson still listed as questionable, how should we cap this game here? Before we get into it, make sure to do me a favor, guys. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, especially if you like what you see in here, because we have a whole crew of professional handicappers over at Wager Talk, who specialize in different sports and they drop free plays and analysis on a daily basis as well. Right now, Wager Talk has a promo available for a 3-day all access pass for just $49. That's $20 off the regular price. Use promo code ACCESS3 at checkout. You can see it scrolling at the bottom of the screen down there. All right, guys. Well, let's get into this breakdown here. I'm looking at the Wager Talk odds screen page right now, and it looks like the line is at 3. The Seahawks are 3-point home favorites. The total has come down from 41.5 to 40. As of right now, like I said, I'm capping this game with PJ Walker as the starter. If I'm being honest, I mentioned this on Twitter or X when they announced PJ Walker against the Niners a couple weeks ago. The point value gap between Walker and Watson is not as significant as most expect. Walker, he just has to manage this game. He has a strong O line ahead of him. He has a run game to rely on for the most part. I know Jerome Ford is injured. He's going to miss 1 to 2 weeks. But Kareem Hunt is a veteran. He's going to be able to take. He should be able to take on some of these short yardage plays and stuff like that. But they'll probably sprinkle a little bit of Pierre Strong as well. Two big problems for the Browns here offensively. Number one is turnovers. They have been turnover prone so far this season. 14 turnovers, 9 interceptions, 5 fumbles lost so far this season already. Number two is their third down conversion rate, 30th in the league there. For Seattle, their third down conversion rate is not that great either. They're 24th in the league, but they are, I feel like, a little bit more balanced than this Browns team. Browns really rely on the run. Seattle, I mean, a little slightly better on the pass than the run, but Gino, he's done pretty well. Almost 1,400 yards, 7 touchdowns. He's been pretty efficient, but has thrown some untimely interceptions. On his part. The running game, Kenneth Walker has done well, 450 yards, six touchdowns, only on 109 carries as well. So he's been pretty efficient on the ground. Last week DK missed that game, but Bobo and JSN did work. Both with 4 receptions each, 60 yards and a touchdown each as well. The biggest problem for the Seahawks, like I said, is the third down conversion rate. The other problem is the red zone offense. They've struggled so far this season to turn red zone opportunities into touchdowns. Defensively, I know the Browns gave up 38 points to Minshew and the Colts last week, but it really is their defense that actually keeps them in games. Defensively, number 1 in the league in total yards allowed, 264 and a half yards per game, best in the league. They have been, especially against the pass here, allowing only 895 yards through the air, and that's number 1 in the league as well. They also have the best third down conversion third down defense in the league as well. On the opposite side here, Seattle's been sort of a mixed bag here, on and off with injuries and things like that. But for the most part, allowing just 235 yards per game through the air. Obviously it doesn't seem like too much, but it's actually 21st in the NFL. But they've been strong against the run, allowing only 87.2 yards per game. They also have done a great job of, timely takeaways. 7 takeaways so far this season, 3 fumbles, 4 interceptions. And Wosu is a huge loss for this team from the linebacker position, but I do think that they'll be able to continue to get better as the season goes on, especially with the secondary. They haven't been playing together for the full season so far. As long as they get more time together on the field, I think they'll be a little bit more efficient against the pass as well. I think both of these teams really are struggling, are probably going to struggle offensively in this game, based on their history of the third down conversion rates so far this season. I think both teams we're probably going to see a ton of punts in this one and maybe some field goals. But for the most part, I think the Browns have been dealing with injuries all season long. And one thing that I like to look at with in sports and in my handicapping really is continuity, and they really haven't had the chance to be able to do that offensively. So one thing that I could think of is, Seahawks with the more balanced offense, also the home field advantage. I just feel like they're gonna have the slight edge here. I think they get the win here, a narrow win in a low scoring game. Model is thinking about 19-20 actually. Cleveland Browns 19, Seattle Seahawks 20. That's the model projection. They're pretty tight. I think it's pretty tight to the total and on the line, but lean towards the Browns to cover the 3-point spread here. Once again, guys, if you're interested in more trends, game breakdowns, and free picks, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Also, follow me on X for all my free content as well. Obviously the NBA season's here, NHL and all that stuff, soccer, EPL, all that stuff is going on, and I provide some free content over on X at UCapper Sports. And just a reminder, over to wagertalk.com, use the promo code Access3 to try a 3-day all access pass for just $69. Also, make sure to drop your favorite plays, score projections in the comments. Those are always fun, and I try to come in and respond to those throughout the week as well. So, till next time, guys, fade or follow. Good luck. Peace.